guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and what is your name?
Mia.
Mia. On this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I'm going to share with you how to make a homemade version of SpaghettiOs. Now, admittedly, I've never had SpaghettiOs before, and neither has she, but it's basically like a one-pan, small pasta, delicious, sweet, yummy sauce that pretty much every kid and adult will love. So
Cooking right now.
we're going to be cooking right now, yes. So let's get started. It's not going to take very long, and hopefully she doesn't come at me with her favorite weapon. I've got it's a saucepan, but it's sort of like a bigger saucepan, and I've got a little bit of olive oil. I'm going to preheat that now with a couple cloves of garlic. You always want to preheat your garlic from cold oil if you're trying to infuse the flavor of the garlic in the oil. Otherwise, if you add garlic to hot oil, it sizzles on the outside, but doesn't really infuse the oil very much. So, what you will need: garlic, olive oil. You'll need some either tomato sauce, tomato puree. I like to use pre-made.
This one you did pasta and sauce and two sprinkles to do.
You need sauce and pasta. I like to use a marinara sauce, tomato paste, pasta of your choice, some beef stock, a little bit of butter, and some granulated onion, and a little bit of sugar and some salt. This is little O's shapes. I can only find these online, and they are really ridiculously expensive. So unless you can find them at a good price in your local grocery store, use ditalini, use an elbow, use whatever.
Sauce right there.
This isn't sauce. This is salt.
It's sauce.
Salt.
Salt.
Okay, and what is this?
Sauce.
And what is this?
More sauce.
More sauce. So all I'm waiting to happen here is for the garlic to start to sizzle a little bit in the oil. It's starting to preheat. Excuse me.
No, take it.
I'm not going to take it. I'll get my own wooden spoon. How you like that? How you like that? I have my own. Once the garlic starts to sizzle, which is starting to happen now, I can hear it, then I'm going to let that go for just a couple seconds, and I'll show you the next step.
Do it.
Okay, can you pass me that tomato paste? Pass it to me with your hand. Thank you so much. It will splatter a little bit, so just be careful. You want to kind of stir that tomato paste in with the oil. And trust me, it looks like a lot of oil, but it's not. So it splits when you add something to it. This is so good. This is so delicious. You also need some Parmesan cheese, obviously. I'm going to add my beef stock. I just used powder bouillon, but you can use whatever beef stock you want. I know that some people like to use chicken stock, and you totally can, but I do think that it tastes so much better with the beef stock. And then you just need a small pinch of sugar, small, and a small pinch of granulated onion, and you're going to bring that to a boil. Once it's to a boil, we add the pasta, and I'll show you. Oh my goodness, and the marinara sauce. Listen, having a sous chef is fun and all, but it's
So good.
it's so good, I know. Very distracting. I'm going to bring this to a boil, then I'll show you the next step. Right?
Yeah.
Do you love pasta?
Yeah.
Is it so yummy in your tummy? Mm. All right, it's up to a boil. Sous chef's busy, so we're just going to add the pasta to the broth and just let that cook for about 10-ish minutes or until the pasta is tender, or, al dente, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's there. That looks perfect. The pasta is al dente. It's absorbed that delicious broth. Now we're going to add a little bit of butter, not much, a little under a tablespoon, freshly grated parm.
More butter there.
We don't need all the butter.
Why?
Because we don't need it all. And then you just stir it in. You want to stir?
Yep.
Okay, I turn the heat off.
Yep, bye.
Come over here, let's use this one. Come over here. Let's stir it all together. Make sure you adjust it for seasoning. I turned the heat off. No, there's no splatter or anything. Good job. Adjust it for seasoning. Add a little fresh basil when you go to serve it. Otherwise, this is really it. And it is so, I'm at my mouth water. It is so delicious. I'm going to give it a try. I'm not going to have her try because it's really, really hot. But I'm going to go ahead and give it a try. It's very good. Hot. When I was little, I used to go to a school lunch once a week when we rehearsed for a school play when I still lived in Italy. And a lot of times it would be little pasta with a creamy tomato sauce, and it tastes just like this. So the butter with a little bit of sugar and the parm at the end make it magical for me. Go to laurainthekitchen.com, get the recipe. Everyone will love it. Kids, you, everybody. It's a go-to. around here and use any pasta you like, and I will see you next time. Bye. The sugar and the butter really makes this really creamy, really delicious, slightly sweet to what we're reminiscent if we're gonna be eating like a childhood item. It's really kind of perfect.